The coastal town of Oakhaven was known for its tranquility. Its weathered houses hugged the shoreline. Its inhabitants moved with the rhythm of the tides. Once a year, the town would burst into a kaleidoscope of light during the annual Lantern Festival. Hundreds of paper lanterns were released into the twilight sky, each carrying hopes and dreams. It was a spectacle that drew visitors from far and wide. This year, the air was thick with anticipation. The scent of salt and seaweed mingled with the aroma of freshly baked pastries. Laughter echoed through the cobblestone streets as children chased stray lanterns. The harbor, usually a place of quiet industry, was transformed into a magical spectacle. The lanterns themselves were works of art. Some were painted with intricate designs, others bore simple messages of love and hope. As they rose into the night sky, they resembled 1,000 twinkling stars, mirroring the celestial tapestry above. The sight was breathtaking, a reminder of the ephemeral beauty of life itself. Elias, a reserved artist, found himself drawn to the festival's warm embrace. Lately, his canvases had remained stubbornly blank, his inspirations seemingly lost at sea. He hoped the festival's magic would rekindle the creative spark within him. He set up his easel near the bustling harbor, his charcoal pencil poised above his sketchbook. His gaze fell upon a woman with windswept hair, the color of seafoam. She moved with an easy grace, her eyes reflecting the vibrant energy of the festival. She was surrounded by children, her laughter echoing across the water as she helped them prepare their lanterns for flight. Elias felt an unfamiliar tug at his heart. He had never seen anyone radiate such joy. Her name was Isabel, and she was a marine biologist, recently returned to Oakhaven after years of research in the Pacific. Her passion for the ocean was infectious, her stories as vast and deep as the ocean itself. Elias found himself captivated by her energy, his artistic senses awakening from their slumber. As the first lanterns began their ascent, Elias watched, mesmerized, as Isabel carefully lit a lantern shaped like a majestic sea turtle. Her eyes, reflecting the dancing flames, met his across the crowded harbor. For a heartbeat, the world around them faded away, leaving only the two of them, bathed in the warm glow of the lantern light. Isabel released the turtle lantern into the night sky. It soared gracefully, joining the growing constellation of lights above the harbor. Her heart swelled with emotion as she watched it go, a silent prayer for the ocean and its creatures. She felt a presence beside her. Turning, she saw him, the artist from across the harbor. He was sketching furiously, his hand moving with a speed and precision that spoke of years of practice. His eyes, however, were not on his sketchbook, but on her, capturing her essence in a way she never thought possible. A blush warmed her cheeks. Nobody had looked at her with such intensity before. It was unnerving, yet exhilarating. She found herself drawn to his quiet intensity, the way his gaze seemed to see past her defenses to the heart of who she was. He showed her the sketch. It was simple yet powerful, capturing the moment she released the lantern with breathtaking accuracy. But it was more than just a drawing. It was a reflection of her spirit, her love for the ocean, her hope for the future. In that one image, he had captured the essence of who she was. "I have a boat," Isabel found herself saying, the words tumbling out before she could stop them. "Would you like to see the bioluminescent bay? It's magical this time of year." Elias, surprised by the invitation, could only nod, his heart pounding in his chest. The next evening, they sailed under a canopy of stars. Isabel, her voice filled with passion, spoke of hidden reefs and the creatures that called them home. Elias listened intently, his fingers itching to capture the beauty she described on canvas. As they glided through the water, leaving trails of shimmering, bioluminescent plankton in their wake, a sense of peace settled over them. They shared stories under the starlit sky, stories of love and loss, of dreams shattered and reborn. They spoke of past heartbreaks, each word a step closer to healing. By the time the sun began to paint the sky with hues of pink and orange, a bond had formed between them, as strong and deep as the ocean itself. Over the following weeks, their paths continued to intertwine. They spent their days exploring hidden coves, their evenings lost in conversation, their nights sharing stories under a canopy of stars. His art blossomed, each brushstroke imbued with the colors of her spirit. Her laughter echoed through his days, chasing away the shadows of the past. Their connection deepened, evolving into something more profound. It was a love as vast as the ocean, as endless as the starlit sky above. It was a love that healed old wounds and ignited forgotten passions. And as they stood hand in hand, watching the sun rise over the endless expanse of the ocean, they knew that their love story, like the lanterns of Oakhaven, was just beginning its ascent.